Hello everybody, my name is Ben Gutnick and I'm spending this casual Sunday with Christian Holman of DVI Media. We decided to do a little video to do a review of Luc Belaire Rosé, as you can see to my right. Just keeping this very casual and wanted to do a casual review of what this is. So this is a French champagne. It's a rosé, and by no means do I have anything memorized for this, so wanted to kind of give you a brief little description of what it is. So this is the Belaire Rosé. Each bottle is born in the southeast region of France, in a province. I'm going to mess it up because I don't know French, but Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. It runs along the French Riviera, Monaco, and the French Alps. Let's see here, and it's right along the Italian border into the east, and then the Rhone or Rhine River, again, not an expert in French, in the west, and then also found on the Mediterranean coast to the south. We were talking a little bit before, you might have seen this brand in the news. It's definitely had a lot of support, specifically from the rap and hip-hop community. Probably most notably DJ Khaled, but there's a few other big-time rappers like Post Malone, Steve Aoki popping bottles at the EDM concert. Most notably DJ Khaled. Oh yeah, and another big one in Florida is Rick Ross. So they've rocked all the different types. You've probably mainly seen the Luxe, which is their premium option in the line, but the Rosé is right next to it. For those of you that are wondering, it's currently not available in South Dakota. There is not a liquor store in the entire state that carries it, nor do any of the major distributors. Trust me, we've done our homework over the last couple months. So shout out to Grande in Minneapolis for getting us a couple bottles in time for a upcoming housewarming party for someone. The other question too is you're probably wondering how much this costs. The cost is roughly around the $30 price point for the rosé. Luxe, again, depends on where you buy it. You're looking at about $40. They also make a Brut, which I think is around 20 to 25, roughly. So, can see the design of the bottle, put together well. From somebody who works in marketing. Very clean look, sleek. One of the nice features that you don't find on some brands of champagne is they took the time to add a little tab, so you don't have to bust out that box cutter or knife. So that's convenient during times when you might be consuming rosé, such as VIP experiences or parties. The other thing that's good to know is the foil on this is a nice quality. It almost is jean-like Levi jeans. Very cool texture. So next up is we'll take the top off, as they say. See, very easy to take off, no struggle, always annoying when you're dealing with a $5 bottle of Cooks. Here's the twist off part. Easy to handle, nicely structured, so good attention to detail. Has a cork in it. Here's the top of the cork. So a lot of people don't know, but the proper way to take a cork off is to not spray it across the room, even though it sounds fun and exciting. The proper way is actually, when you undo the cork, pop it, you keep enough pressure so it explodes in your hand, and then remove it. So we have this chilled to proper beverage temperature, which is what you would want to do with a rosé. You do not want to do this room temperature. So the fun part, right, other than drinking it, is we'll take the top off. We will pop the cork. So proper method, you'd want to keep your hand on top. There you go, you can see that kind of dry ice effect. So they have a champagne flute, which is the type of glassware you would like to, or not like to, the type of glassware you need to use to drink it out of properly. Very fruity, aromatic hint, I would say. As you can see there, I'm really good at colors, but I can't really describe it other than rose, like the rosé. Need a stiff pour for this to do the sampling. So good carbonation, very fizzy, good vertical structure to the bubbles, not a lot of meandering, straight vertical, which is a good sign from everything I've read. See how this smells. Definitely a lot of floral would be the best way to describe it. Kind of a little bit of sugary scent as well too, but very clean to the nostrils. Very clean is the best way to describe it. Clean and floral. All right, well, here's a fun part. We'll do the first tasting. Swish it around, let it hit the entire palate. So a lot going on in the beginning. Definitely very intense in the beginning. You can really tell almost a hybrid mix of wine and champagne, actually. It's kind of an interesting blend. Definitely a red wine for sure. Probably close in line with a rosé wine, actually. Hits a lot of different palate areas. Very smooth texture, very not silky, but there's texture to it. It's not like pure water. I'll do another taste to see if I can get a little bit more description on the flavors. Very sharp too. I'd say borderlining acidic, but very clean finish. Kind of neutralizes out at the end too. And the other thing I was talking about earlier is the aesthetics. Vertical bubbles are awesome on this. It's not like meandering all over, and it looks very sharp too. Kind of cool that it's that rosé color. We have had the Belaire Lux over here before, and it's a higher price point, different type of champagne. That is excellent. If I hypothetically was a champagne enthusiast and could do ratings, they typically do a 0 to 100 scale. By no means an expert at rosé champagnes or champagnes period, but I've had a variety of types, anywhere from Veuve Clicquot, Dom P, etc. I'm still working on that Ace of Spades, but I would say it's so clean, great taste, great floral scent, aesthetically pleasing. I'd have to say it'd have to be ranked at least at 90, like a 90, 91, very high up there, especially for the price point, which is fantastic. You're talking $30, so hoping to do some more champagne, food, and wine reviews coming up over the spring and summertime, but this is kind of the first go, so a cool product to review and check out.